So here we are with Officer Matt, who is part of our creative team, and we're with Mazda's CX-90. Now, Officer Matt has a CX-9 because it's the perfect family car. So, Matt, tell us about why this is the perfect family car.
This is the next evolution of the CX-9. It's bigger, it's longer, and it can hold more family than what the CX-9 could hold. Coming from a dog family, the back end is incredibly important when it comes to transporting luggage and dog at the same time. So we need to have that space all the way in the far back, as well as passenger comfort in the center row for where everybody gets to actually spend their time while they're driving.
Part of being a gay family is not that, you know, many folks have
their own children,
adopted children, but many of us have family kids from our brothers and our sisters and our nieces and nephews.
So that third row needs to be there, but it also needs to stay hidden when the family's not in town.
So let's go back and have a look. This has a center console, 2 bucket seats.
Right, a permanent center console, so you're still allowed to pass through, so if you're close to a car on one side, you can still get in on the opposite side, and then squeeze yourself through to get to the other side of the seats.
Well, and unlike a minivan, it has regular car doors. So this is what, like, for those of you who may have grown up in the era, this is like the station wagon of the 21st century.
It is. And it's got much more amenities in the back than the outgoing CX-9 has as well. The seats are more comfortable, the seats are larger. You've got heated and cooled seats as an option in the second row now, which are very rare in an SUV.
And power ports too. I see
power ports all over.
There are 2 USB-Cs there. And all right, so if we want to get into the third row, so it rolls out like that. So there's a spot for the third row. Now they were showing us today that there's multiple versions of the seating of this. You can have it with the 2 seats in the back, 2 seats with a space in the opening in the back. You can have it with 3 seats here. So
the third row can come up like this, so you have plenty of headroom in the third row as opposed to the CX-9. So you can actually fit adults back here. I wouldn't do it for a long trip, but a short trip, jaunt around, and it's perfect for the kids. Super easy for anyone to operate. All you have to do is pull on the strip and then push it down. And you have the choice, half or half. Once you put the whole seat down, you're still left with the amount of room, so you can haul cargo, you can haul dogs, you can put the luggage back here with the dog if you want to do that, to keep the second row completely open for everybody. And then to put it back up, easy.
So you have a Doberman Pinscher, not a huge dog, but not a small dog.
Right.
Where does he like to ride?
He rides all the way in the back here. So in the CX-9, we put the third row down, and he has full domain of the back. And then in the second row is where we put the luggage and the passengers.
So you could also, if you put him in a cage, then you'd also have room for a cage here, but you don't do a cage, right?
No, he just lays down on a ball in the back on his bed and stays there for the entire trip.
Let's go and look under the hood.
So this is Mazda's first inline 6 engine. It produces in the realm, if you get the top end of the spectrum, about 340 horsepower, which is significantly more than any of the other engines that Mazda's ever produced. Has for an output.
We can also get this with the PHEV plug-in hybrid too, which is nice.
Yep.
So there's 2 versions of this turbo. There's a turbo, Turbo S, and then the PHEV. So there's actually 3 versions altogether.
3 versions of their engine, correct.
So you really can't see much. They've got it really clocked off there. Looks like you can open it up and see. Oh, there's the engine. There is your CX-90's engine. The new CX-90 from Mazda. Big, kind of much more blocky than we have seen in the past.